Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Jaws of the Rancor. This is a puzzle that was created by XeonRisq, and it's Xeon is one of the people that we've been doing a lot of collaborative setting and a collaborative solving with. And this puzzle cropped up a few days ago, and I I saw part of the way this one flowed through, so this is not a completely blind solve. Um, but the puzzle got some good feedback from the people that I've been working with. Basically, the group of people who are involved with creating March of the Quads. This is a good opportunity for me to mention that we've been doing a lot of puzzle exploration and puzzle creating together, just off the back of all of that. And yeah, this is a puzzle that Xeon brought to the table, and I thought I should cover on the channel. As I've said before, I'm trying to pull in puzzles from creators outside the group as well. I've done quite a few recently, but in a time when I'm very limited for time, I'm literally just grabbing puzzles where I can get them. If people would prefer me to leave gaps rather than just do the same people over and over, please let me know. I will leave gaps. But yeah, I just don't have time to go hunting as much. I do have some other submissions in my back catalogue I want to get through, but they are much harder and require more time, which at the moment I just do not have. So yeah, I will take the feedback. Contact me on Discord, contact me by email, leave comments below. Anyway, on to this puzzle, Jaws of the Rancor by XeonRisq. I've actually not done a puzzle by XeonRisq on the channel before, which feels very, very weird, but fixing that one now. So yeah, there is only two non no, three rules in effect. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. The column did include that cell down there. I just missed it. We have Whispers rules, which are the green lines. And on the green lines, adjacent digits must differ by at least 5, and all of these whisper lines are tiny. So the biggest connotation of whisper lines, if you think about it, is you can never put a 5 on a whisper line, because 5 above a whisper line would, well, 5 above a 5 on a whisper line would be 10, and 5 below would be 0. So, and other digits closer to the middle are equally constrained. 6 can only go with 1, 4 can only go with 9, etc. Actually, that makes these look suspicious to me. Anyway, so yes, you will always also have to leapfrog the 5 with your digits. So they will always go high, low, because of the fact that when you pick any digit from 1 to 4, 5 different will always be from 6 to 9. So the next digit will always be within 1 to 4, 6 to 9, 1 to 4, 6 to 9. The purple lines are Renban lines and will contain a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So if you pick any of these purple lines, then those digits will be 3 digits in 3 consecutive digits without repeat. So even if they cross a box like this, where normally those 2 digits could be the same, those 2 digits now must be part of a set of 3 consecutive digits. However, they do not have to be in order. While this could be 2, 3, and 4, it doesn't have to go 2, 3, 4. It could easily go 2, 4, 3, and that is a perfectly acceptable Renban line. They're the rules. Let's give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. Everything is tiny. Everything is tiny. Okay, so one of the things that you normally do with a Whispers puzzle is you look at where 5s can go. So, because as I said, you can never put 5 on a Whisper line. So 5 must go in one of those cells, one of those cells. They're not lining up. Those cells. They're not lining up either. Huh. Okay. So there's nothing obviously on 5s. Let's try some high-low colouring. So this is either going to be high or low, and I don't know each. Now, normally I use purple and green for that. How badly are they going to be? They're actually not too bad. I deliberately try and pick colours that are okay. So let's actually use green and purple. So these... actually, how does that look on camera? It still looks okay. So let's... No, I'm actually going to use the blue and the yellow, and I will change them if I have to. So those are going to be yellow, and this is going to be blue. Now, I don't know yet whether yellow is high and blue is low, even though normally I use yellow for high and blue for low. But, so, over here, I also have high and low, but I don't know which is which. Here I've... Oh, that's cool. So, this Renban line... So this Renban line must contain a set of consecutive digits, but none of them can be 5. And because none of them can be 5 because they're all on a Whispers line, they all must have the same high-low because I can't get across the 5 boundary. 5 is like the wall in this, and in order to get past that barrier of 5, you need to go through it somehow. And because I can't put a 5 anywhere on this Renban line, I can't get through it. So everything must be on the same side of that barrier. So all of these have to be high, which means this is high and this is high. Well, sorry, yellow, yellow. I don't know that they're high. They are yellow. In fact, I do know what they are now because there's a 6 right there and all 4 of those are the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all the yellow and turn them green. And then I'm going to select all the blue and turn them yellow because I know they have to be high. Then all the green and turn them blue. So I did get it wrong. These all must be low. This now is also... Oh no, that one isn't necessarily the same. I was about to say this one also has to be low because it's connected, but this one does have room for us to put the barrier in. So it could get through the 5 barrier by putting a 5 there. But we know these are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think any of them could be. Surely I can do the same trick down here. Yeah, all of the... So the key is this Renban and this Renban. All of these have to be the same, and therefore they're high because there's a 4 in the row. Which means that are low, that is high. But this one may not be fixed because that could be a 5. But these are... So these are either going to be high or 5, but I don't know where the 5 goes. Huh. Well, this is not a 4. One of these has to be a 4. So one of these has to be a 9. I don't like pencil marking across boxes like that, but I kind of want to remind myself. Similarly down here, These are 6, 7, 8, 9. One of those has to be a 6, so one of those has to be a 1. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And it's not 4. So these are 1, 2, 3. And these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Neither of these can be 6. But that doesn't put any restriction on that. Well, okay, so this can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. And these are both 1, 2, 3. That's a 1, 2, 3. Oh, of course. Don't forget that that's low. And that's high. So now I have all of the lows. But how does that tell me where the 5 is? So all of those are 5 or high. All of those are 5 or low. Hang on, that means... No, it doesn't. Yes, no. That just sees 4 lows from 2 directions. It doesn't... It's that, isn't it? These little 3-cell Renbans are brutal. So the highest this can be because of this 6... No, wait. Oh, no, the highest this can be because of this 4 is 3. Which means this can only go 3, 4, 5. The highest I can put on this Renban is 5, but I can't put 5 onto this cell. So this cell could never be high. For this cell to be high, the lowest it could be is 6, and I'd need to get 4 and 5 in there. That doesn't work. So this must be low, which means this is low and this is high. Which means I do have a low and a high on this, and this becomes the 5, and these are all low. 7, 8, 9. The highest I could put is 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to put 5 and 6 in there, and it doesn't work. This must also be high, which means this is high, this is low, this has a low and a high on it. This must be the 5. This, in fact, must be 6. This must be 4. This, in fact, must be 6. And this must be 4. And we have massive progress now. Because once you put 4 on a whisper line, that becomes a 9. This is not the 9. There is no 4 there, there, or there. There is no 6 in any of those. These are 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. In fact, that's a 9. This is a 1. This is 7, 8, 9. There is no 1. This is a 1 because of the 6 it's next to, which I could have got from the fact that I'd put a 1 in one of those, but mostly from the 6. There is no 1 there. There is no 1 there, which means, no, that doesn't hold true. That whisper line does not look down. Now, these are now high. Those little connections are tricky. I like them a lot. Now, this is not a 9. There's no 9 in those either. So this is a 7, 8. This is on a whisper line and must have an 8 on it. That is a 3. That is a 2. No, that's backwards. This is a 2 because it must have a 7 on it, and this is a 3. Need my morning coffee. Now this is a 2 or a 3. But if that's a 7, I'm not sure. I've still got to put 5s. There's no 1 up here. So now I've got the same thing. One of those has to be... Yeah, I can't put a 7 in there. And I can't put a 9 in there. That's an 8. There is no 8 or 9 in there. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 9. How did I not get the rest of this? Oh, that 1 is looking down. That's what I missed. 2, 3, 1. There is a 3 in there, so there is no 7 in those, which makes that the 7, which makes that the 8, and that the 7. This is a 7 or an 8. This has to be a 7, which means there's no 3 in those, which means that's the 3, which means that's the 2. For the Renban, this is the 1, which is what I missed there. That's the 9. That's the 8. I completely forgotten the Renbans. I've been only thinking about Whisper logic. Renbans, that can't be a 7. So this is 2, 3, or 4 because of the nature of that. In fact, this is a 3, so I can take 3 out of both of those. This is a 2, so this is a 4. And is low. I'm not sure that the high-low matters anymore. And this can't be an... Wow. So this is a 6 or a 9, and it can't be a 9. This is a 6. So this is where these short, stubby little Renbans is going to come in, isn't it? Because I'm missing 3, 5, and 6. And if I pencil mark those in, 3 is not consecutive with either 5 or 6. So that is not the 3. That is the 5, 6. This is the 3, and that becomes low. And that is my 5, 6 pair. And down here, I will be similar. It'll be 4, 5, and 7. 7 is not consecutive. Is this puzzle GSP? This puzzle is... I did that backwards, didn't I? That is the 7, and this is not the 7. 7, 3, 4, 6, 4. This puzzle... Yeah, so this puzzle is a symmetrical puzzle where if you grab any digit and rotate it, the puzzle 180 degrees, and add the digits together, they seem to sum to 10. And that makes sense by the pattern in the grid, because the grid is almost completely symmetrical, broken by, well, it's 180 degrees rotationally symmetrical. So broken by the pattern of digits, which is, if you were to grab this 4 and this 6 and swap them over, all of the digits would just swap position in the grid. That makes sense. Cool. Now, which probably tells me, maybe not, but I'm not going to use that to solve. That is a uniqueness pattern, and we try not to use uniqueness to solve. You would use it if you were speed solving. I'm not speed solving. This is 5, 6, and 9. That is not 6. This is not 9. 5, 6, and 9. This is not 9, so this is the 9. This is a 5, 6 pair, making that a 4 and that a 5. I should do the colouring still. Low and high. 5, 6, and 9. So let's just do it the way I'm doing it. 1, 4, and 5. This is not 4. Ah, okay, that's going to be something, I think. It does tell me something about this, which is going to resolve this whole box if I think about the GSP, but I'll explain that in a second after I've done this. 1, 4, 5, this is not 1. So if you think about what I was just talking about with the symmetrical puzzle, pretty much in any puzzle where the opposite digits will sum to 10, the center cell will be a 5, because when you rotate the grid 180 degrees, the central cell will add to itself. And that would give me that is a 1, that is a 9, which would give me that is a 4, and that is a 6. But I'm going to try and prove this without using that. So what I want to look at is this Renban. So this is too short for this to be a 1 because 1 can't get to the 5. So this is not the 1. This is the 1. This is too short for this to be a 9 because I can't get down. So this is not the 9. This is the 9. Now, that makes this... This makes this 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, and there's a 3, 4, 6, or 7 in the row. Because for the Renban, I need to stay within the bounds of what can reach the digits that are on there. So I could go 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. They're the only options I could do on the Renban, but the central digit now has to be the 5 to stay within the bounds of that, which gives me that 4, gives me that 5, and gives me that 6, and that 5, and that 6, which means I should have that digit somehow, but I haven't filled it out. This is a 1, 4, so this is a 4, and this is a 1. Let's do some coloring. Low, 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 high, high, and high, and low. Back to candidate marking. Actually, I can do full marking. This is a 2 and this is an 8, high and low. This is now a 6 and high, and this is a 5. Just pick on a location really at this point. This is 2, this is 8. Let's look at some rows, shall we? These are 3, 4, 8, and 5. Well, that's not 5 or 8. That's or 4. That's 3. So this is not 3 or 4. These are not 8. So this is the 8. This is not 4 or 3. This is 5, and this is the 4. So low, low, and high. These are 2 and 7, which is resolved. So 2 and 7. So high and low. These are 3 and 9, not as obviously resolved. So in this box, we need to put 1, 3, 4. So these are now 1 and 9, and I can do the order of the 1 and the 9. So high and low. That makes this 6 and 7, which I can do the order of, 7 and 6, both of which are high. And this becomes 1 and 9, which I can do the order of, 1 and 9, high and low. 1 goes there. 2, 3, 4, I need to put in a 5 into there. I need to put in a 6, which goes there. I need to put in a 7, which goes there. 3, 7. I've missed something. I've missed 2. 2. So this is 3 and 8, and that 8 resolves it. That becomes the 3, which is low. This becomes the 8, which is high. The 3 comes up here, making this going to be the high digit. This is going to be the low digit. So this will be the 9. This will be the 3. And that is Jaws of the Rancor. Got a little slow at the end there, I'm sorry. I just struggled a bit with the Sudoku and visualizing and coloring. But that connection between the Whispers and those Renbans, those little 3 long things, this stuff I think was pretty easy to spot once you start looking for the coloring, once you abandon the concept that 5s are going to be helpful. The connections through these ones, I mean, you're told what you need to look for by these, but the connection between these ones I found a little more tricky. But that was very, very cool. Thank you, Xeon. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that puzzle a lot, and I hope my viewers do too. If you did not give this one a try, you kind of missed out. That was amazing. Yep. this is why I like hanging out with these people and doing their puzzles, because they are great. So I will continue to bring puzzles from these people until people yell at me to stop. I really don't want to, because they do good puzzles. But I am going to keep hunting for puzzles from the Discord Puzzle Archive on the Cracking the Cryptic server, from Logic Masters Germany occasionally, and people do submit puzzles to me that I do try and do. If you see cool puzzles in the range that I try and do, or cool puzzles that you want me to look at, please let me know. I will try and take a look at them. If you're a sitter and you want me to look at your work, reach out to me, please. I'm not focusing on these people, but um, because they're my friends. I'm focusing on them because I get the puzzles from them. It's purely that. If I get puzzles from other places, I will do them. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.